Welcome everyone to lesson number 1 part 2 of this deep learning course series, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about the application of deep learning particularly and the philosophy of this course. Also we will gonna discuss about the author who has created this course. So let me tell you again, so this course is actually based upon remaking of Fastai course Practical Deep Learning 2022. The original link is over here, and I will gonna show you my notes which I have created for you. The first application we will gonna discuss here of deep learning model is named as Dalle. So what this deep learning model does is it takes the description of the images you like to see in the form of text and convert that text to the image. So there are like kind of 3 examples people have tweeted here. So there is like people has given the keywords commitments, empathetic and psychedelic, philosophical, and these images are created by the model as an output, and there is another description of the text, and these images are produced. So here is book peer, keyword, and these kind of images are produced as an output through this model. And also there is a man who has generated a painting, and he has given input description of the painting he liked to see, and there was kind of expressive painting of the man you can see in the image over here. So there are like people has produced different kind of paintings through the text they have in their mind, and this model created a kind of painting for them. Another example here is a woman who is reading something in a laptop or in a notes, and there are like 3 examples which has been created by this person. And there is a pink so one the example 1 is pink elephant, and there is another Cthulhu rises from the sea in the great storm, and these are the kind of images which has never been existed. Another example is a bat which is holding a walking stick, and this one is with the sunglasses. This one is really interesting. So this model has been produced by Fastai Alumni, and this is the guy who worked on this, Sander Steenbrock. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but in this picture you can see the guy who has actually brought this art and deep learning together. The next thing we will gonna discuss about a pathway language model which is created by Google. You can give a kind of input in the form of question. You can ask any question to this model, and it will produce the output as an answer with an explanation. And this model is an amazing, you can see this model is called pathway language model, and it took like 540 billion parameters to create this model. And the next model is explanation of the joke. You can give any kind of joke as an input, and it produces the explanation of joke in the form of text. So there is one example of a joke. Did you see a Google just hired this, and this model has produced. the explanation about this joke. So one thing is about deep learning models are these deep learning models are creating a kind of data. So it is required to learn about the ethical consideration of these data. If you are interested, you can have a look to the course ethics.fast.ai, in which you can learn so there are like different lecture series you can learn about data ethics if you are interested in. And the next thing is, because the author Jeremy, who was a primary school teacher, who is actually a primary school teacher and researcher at University of Queensland and Fastai, he researched about the educational system, how the educational system should be transformed to study better, to have to learn, to make learning things easy for the people, for the students. And he loves the philosophy of Dalle and William, and he researched about the students, how they are getting along. So this is the kind of application in which there are like three kind of feedbacks. So green means like I'm comfortable with understanding and pacing of this lesson. Another student can choose yellow, like I'm working. He can give about the feedback of this course, about like I'm working through my understanding and I would benefit from the teacher showing down and revising the current concept. Another feedback could be another choice of the student could be I'm not understanding and I have different kind of questions. So if you have different kind of questions, you can post on forums.fast.ai website and you can learn about it. You can post any kind of questions and you can learn about, so there would be answered given by the teacher or the community, and you can even learn better. So one thing I would really suggest everyone to use the forums. And there is an online version. I will show you how to use that online version of this application. So let me go to my MacBook, and there is cups.fast.ai at fast. And for the teacher, so come up with the name of your class for this purpose of this example, and we will go with the, for example, stargazing 101. So this is the name of the class, for example. And first what teacher need to do is create a link. So I will create a link here for you, and for example I will give the name as 104, and somebody have choose so students, so I'm a student right now, so I will choose yellow, for example, in this case. And if I want to track how many students are there in the class, and they have the online version actually about this application is, I want to track about how many students are there in the class and what are the choices they have been made. So in this case what I will need to do is I will copy paste this code here, and because my class name is 104, is not 101, so this one is a teacher version. And you can see there is one student which was me, and I have given the choice yellow. So there can be a lot of students and a lot of active students over there, and they can give a different choices. So let's have a look the Jeremy version of this application. So for Jeremy, he went to this, so you have to, I have discussed already, to go to this website and press the button you like to make a choice, you like to make a choice. So So the teacher version in the case of Jeremy course was, so there were like 37 students who were active, and there were like 79 total students, and there were like different kind of choices: green, yellow and red. So this picture shows the distribution of that choices which has been made for Jeremy course. So shout out to Radek, who is creator of this application, and he is actually alumni of Fastai and won lot of Kaggle competitions. And now he is working in Nvidia, which was his dream. And there is a book which is named as Meta Learning, in which he has shown his journey for learning about Fastai. Not Fastai, actually deep learning journey. He was also a TA of this course. And the next thing, which is really important, I will discuss about the educational philosophy of this course. So Jeremy has spent a lot of time studying the educational support system, because he was doing work in a school as a primary teacher, plus he was creating online course as well. The difference in this course is, first you have to you have to train a model, and then the exploration comes later. The next thing is, there are like kind of prerequisite of this course, which is linear algebra and calculus. You don't need to worry about it, you don't need to study it. This will come later, as you will see the videos, lectures. This will be accommodated. And why Jeremy has adopted this kind of philosophy, like top-down approach, because of two books. So there was one book which has been named as Making Learning Whole, and another book is Mathematician's Lament, and it is created by, it has been, so there are two books, as I mentioned before, which is one named as Making Learning Whole. The author of this book is David, and another one is created by Paul. And this book made research about two things. One is how much better people can learn, and learning better, it will they found out that people can learn better if they have a context in place in their mind before learning something. So I will give you some examples. So one example is, for example, you are in the primary school, you learn about counting, adding, fractions, decimals, and lot of stuff, and then you created applications of these techniques in your graduation school 15 years later, and this is bottom up approach. But the philosophy of this course is top down approach. And for example, you want to show kids the way to play a sport or a game, and in this way you first show the kid how much fun it would be by playing these games, and this person will take a participation. First of all, the simple version is, the first of all, you are not good at first, but like you start adding more and more skills to be a best player. And this is how this course has been made. The depths and technical stuff will come later, and first we will build and deploy the model. And the second thing is, you will learn about why and how things work to make it to the next level. And this person is Dalian Wilson, I think, so which was mentioned before. So now we are gonna learn about which about the book. So this course is based upon this book which is mentioned here. So deep learning for coders with Fastai and PyTorch, and it is published by the author Jeremy and people. So basically the purpose of creating this book is people can understand the concept if they hear it in a different way. So the homework after this lesson would be like reading the relevant chapter. For example, this chapter is about the classification system, creating a classification system. So after watching this video, you are supposed to learn, supposed to read the lesson in this book. So there are like kind of two links uh, which I have put in the description, and through these links you can go. I will discuss with you about the links. So first of all, we will discuss about the reviews of the book. So there is a Peffer Norvik, who is a Google researcher, a director. He loves this book and said that this is the best resource for programmers. Eric Topol, who is UC Berkeley professor, likes this book, and another professor whose name who is the head of AI at Facebook. He's not a professor, Jerome, found this book insightful and really interesting. So let us discuss about author of this course. His name is Jeremy Howard, and he has built many companies, and he was the highest competitor in the world Kaggle. Actually, he's the number one when he like created the first version of this course in 2016, I think. So there was the first company he worked on was named Analytic. It was based upon deep learning for medicine, so like kind of creation of deep learning techniques for medicine field, and MIT voted it as a 50 smartest companies in 2016, and it was above Facebook and SpaceX. Then he created Fastai, and he started with Rachel Thomas, and it has a big impact in the world. So there is another thing is let us discuss about Fastai students who have students got a big impact on the world, and they have showed how to train neural networks much faster and cheaper in the world, and this was a big step in 2018, and their work has globally recognized. This course and the approaches which has been used in this course in Fastai was also cited by Google and Nvidia as well. As you can see over here, Google has cited the optimized ResNet 50 model, and the optimization technique was taken from Fastai, and Nvidia has also used the optimization techniques used in Fastai course. So it has big industrial impact as well. Author has also Jeremy Howard has also created ULMFit Algorithm, which is according to Transformer book, which is a key foundation of modern NLP revolution, and it was invented for lesson, not for a kind of journal, in 2016. As you can see, there are 2,783 citations on this model. So the last thing is I will discuss about the first version, which was published on, as I said before, 2016, and having a lot of audience. You can see the YouTube likes over here, 3,960. And another thing which is really interesting, that at Tesla it is a prerequisite for working in the field of AI. You have to do this course. and in OpenAI anyone who is joining have to do this course, and it is widely, as I said before, widely used in industry and research. And also I have published a research article, and I use the deep learning techniques, the optimization techniques and the model training techniques from Fastai. And thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video, you can consider subscribing the channel to encourage me, and like the video as well if you want. So have a good day, and wish you have a good day, and see you in the next video.